Did you know most people feel lost after awakening? And it's not because they're doing it wrong, it's because nobody talks about this one thing that happens next. Curious? Let's dive in. Welcome to this video. If you've been through a spiritual awakening, you're not alone. Millions of people are on this journey right now. But here's the catch. What happens after awakening isn't always sunshine and rainbows. That's why today we're exploring the 9 key signs you've awakened and what to do next. And here's a surprising fact. One of these steps has been passed down in ancient spiritual traditions for centuries. But most people overlook it today. Make sure you watch until the end to discover what it is. Before we dive into what's next, let's take a moment to reflect on the path that got you here. Spiritual awakening wasn't easy, you already know that. You felt the pain of letting go of the old. You realized many of your past desires like status, money, or material success just didn't vibe with your new frequency anymore. You experienced those famous synchronicities, like the universe started speaking directly to you, repeating numbers, meaningful coincidences you just couldn't ignore. And of course, you went through that storm of emotions when it felt like everything around you was falling apart. Relationships, beliefs, even the way you saw the world. This phase wasn't random. It was the universe breaking down the walls that no longer served you. Think of it as a detox for your soul, clearing the way for something bigger and more meaningful. Without these breakdowns, you wouldn't have had the breakthroughs you're experiencing now. But now, you're on the other side of the bridge. It's time to understand the challenges, integrate the shifts, and live in alignment with your higher self. After awakening, it's normal to feel like you're living in 2 worlds. On one hand, you still have to deal with material reality work, bills, responsibilities. But on the other hand, your soul is craving something deeper, more aligned with the universe's frequencies. The key is integration. It's not about rejecting the physical world, but about transforming the way you engage with it. Learning to balance your higher vibrations with the demands of everyday life is the bridge you're building right now. Here's the trick. It's not about being perfect in either world. It's about flowing between them. The more you practice staying present, the easier it gets to blend spiritual alignment with physical action. Trust that even small shifts in your energy ripple outward and create profound change over time. Did you know this feeling of being between 2 worlds actually mirrors an ancient spiritual teaching? In Buddhism, it's called the middle path, the place where we're learning to balance the physical and the spiritual. You're not stuck, you're learning to integrate. Find small rituals that connect the 2 worlds. For example, before starting your workday, take 5 minutes to meditate or practice deep breathing. Treat each task as an opportunity to vibrate love, even in the most challenging situations. Turn the ordinary into something extraordinary. Awakening can be lonely, especially when you realize most people around you are still on autopilot. Those who used to feel close to you might now seem distant. But here's the truth, you're not alone. In the post-awakening phase, it's so important to find your tribe people who resonate with your spiritual journey. This could be through meditation groups, online communities, or even videos like this one that connect you with other truth seekers. It's also okay to honor this season of solitude. Sometimes, the universe pulls people out of your life to help you focus inward on your own growth. When you embrace this period, you'll find that the connections you make later on are deeper, more authentic, and more aligned with your higher self. Here's something nobody tells you. Loneliness isn't just a challenge, it's an invitation. Solitude is where some of the greatest spiritual breakthroughs happen. But the good news? You don't have to stay lonely forever. There's a surprising connection between your energy and the people you attract into your life after awakening. Let's talk about it. Look for spiritual events in your area, like meditation circles, energy healing workshops, or yoga classes. These connections can be life-changing. In the post-awakening phase, you start to see not just your light, but also the shadows you've been hiding. These fears, traumas, and old patterns rise to the surface to be healed. Here's the thing, your shadows aren't your enemies. They're your teachers, showing you what still needs love and acceptance. Shadow work is a reminder that growth isn't linear. You'll have moments when old patterns resurface, and that's okay. Each time you face these challenges, you're peeling back another layer and stepping closer to your authentic self. Here's a little-known truth about shadow work. It's not just about healing, you're uncovering hidden gifts. Think of your shadows as locked treasure chests. What if that fear you've been carrying is actually pointing you toward your life's calling? Pay attention to what triggers you. It holds the key to your growth. Try journaling. Ask yourself, what's the root of this fear or pattern? How can I transform it into light? Remember, shadow work isn't about rejection, it's about embracing and healing. Now that you've awakened, the inevitable question arises, what's my purpose? The post-awakening phase is your chance to align your life with what truly makes your heart sing. Your purpose doesn't have to be some grand, far-off thing. It can be found in small actions, like inspiring someone by sharing your story, creating something with love, or simply radiating peace in a chaotic world. Purpose knows about following the little breadcrumbs the universe leaves for you. Pay attention to what excites your soul or fills you with gratitude. That's where you'll find your path. Did you know your purpose isn't always tied to one big thing? In fact, most people live their purpose in small, everyday ways. One of the most overlooked steps to finding it. Simply following what lights you up. That's the universe guiding you, don't ignore it. Make a list of things that make you feel connected and fulfilled. Ask yourself, how can I bring more of this into my daily life? Purpose isn't something you find, it's something you live. Awakening isn't just a phase, it's a whole new way of being. And remember that ancient tradition I mentioned earlier? Here it is. In many spiritual paths, what you do after awakening determines how deeply you connect with your higher self. So what are you doing to expand your awakening? Let me know in the comments below. And don't stop here, subscribe to this channel for a full series on elevating your spiritual journey. Together, we're raising the world's vibration, one step at a time. See you in the next video.